Hey Claire, how's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. Is this your first time at the PWF casting couch?
Yes.
You've never done this before.
No.
Do you know what's going to happen right now?
Are you gonna do something dirty to me?
What? No, we're going to react to some Redpill advice.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so we're here on the casting couch with our favorite porn star, Claire Trinity. We're going to be reacting to some Redpill advice. Let's see what she has to say about this. We'll start off with the first one.
These hoes. Get money. Muscle, money, mindset. You get those things? The advice you'll be asking me is like, man, how do I keep all these women off me? It's crazy. No mas chicas. Por favor.
What do you think?
I think like 2 of them are true and the other one isn't true. Muscle, I don't care about looks. If you got the looks, like you can fix that, you know. Money and mindset are very important to me because I care when a guy can't afford my lifestyle. And I like a smart guy.
Which one of those do you think is more important, mindset or money?
Mindset.
Okay, but would you go for a guy who's like 300 pounds if he has a good mindset?
Yeah.
There has to be some level of fitness, wouldn't there?
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Or what if it's a guy that's 110 pounds, he's like a little weakling, he can't even pick you up?
I'm not attracted to that actually.
So a little bit of muscle is necessary.
Yeah, a little bit. A guy who likes to stay fit, I guess.
I think the crucial one that's missing here is game. Like, you can have the best mindset ever, but if you don't know how to spit game, you don't know how to turn on a girl, you know how to be good in bed, you can fuck her well. Like, I think those are also really crucial ones.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Hell yeah. All right, let's get into the next one.
You're not going to sit here and lie to me and tell me that a woman with a high body count is going to be good material for relationship versus a woman with low body count. There's no comparison.
So do you think a woman with a higher body count makes a worse partner for a relationship?
I think yes, because they don't really, girls who fuck like a bunch of guys don't really care about what the guy's feelings. Compared to a girl who actually like fucks less guys, they actually like to stick with the same person and just fuck them over and over and over. And
but do you think you would be a bad partner for a relationship?
No, because my work life and my relationship life is separate. Like,
okay, so there's like the Pornstar exception.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think there's an element of truth too. I think, like, yes, of course, like, if you take a girl with body count 500 and body count 5, on average, the girl with body count on 5 is going to be more likely to be, you know, a healthy partner. But I think also there's a lot of other things you have to look at, like, for example, her level of honesty, communication. Does she have issues with her friends and family, right? Does she have good values? Those are the things I would probably look at first. And I also think it's a threshold thing. Like, I don't think there's a really big difference between a body count of 5 and 10, but there's a big difference between a body count of 10 and 100.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's jump into the next one.
You're a girl that everyone's had, your value is going to be destroyed. Your value as a woman comes from the fact that people want you and cannot have you. Your value does not come from the fact that everyone wants you and everyone's had you. So the number one thing a man's looking for is a woman who can stand next to him that every single man wants, and not a single man can.
So do you think your value as a woman is lower because you have a higher body count?
A little bit, yeah. There's a bunch of guys before who are younger than me try to take my shot, and they've said like things like, oh yeah, you've been ran by a bunch of guys, that pussy's loose, etc., etc., etc. But compared to older guys, it doesn't matter because they're like, okay, you're experienced, and on top of that, it's just a matter of communication.
So really, you think older guys care about this a lot less, but younger guys care a lot more?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would not have expected that. But what percentage of guys do you think, like, out of like all the men out there, what percentage of men do you think are going to care?
Probably 40%.
Okay, so you still have like thousands and thousands of guys at your disposal.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's an element of truth to it. I think some guys will care, some guys won't care, and some guys will sort of care. Where like I'm kind of more in that like last category where it's like I don't really care unless that number is like absurdly high, and then I have to wonder why that number is high. Like, does she have validation issues? Is she just you know, sex nymphomaniac? Like, what is the reason for that? Let's get to the next one.
Every time you eat a woman's pussy, you submit to her, and the more you submit to her, the more power she has. The more you lose your masculine edge.
What do you think?
I disagree with that. I think a guy that eats a girl's pussy is hotter than a guy who doesn't because he's a real guy for eating a girl's pussy.
Do you think you're going to find a man less masculine or less alpha if he eats you out?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I agree. I think this one's pure nonsense. It seems like a bunch of dudes who just hate eating pussy instead of just being like, yeah, I don't like eating pussy. They're like, oh, it makes you less masculine. That's I would love to eat your pussy, but I don't want to be beta, so I can't. Seems like a really weird excuse. And the last one.
Relationship rules all men should follow. Number 1, your girl shouldn't be hanging out with
guy friends. A lot of people think that that's controversial, but think about it. Is your mom out here hanging out with guys? Of
Yes.
course not. Rule number 2, no girls trips. If she wants to travel and go on vacation with the girls, that's a recipe for disaster. You know how many close encounters I've had with girls who were on a girls trip? Countless. Rule number 3, pay for everything. Be a gentleman. Your girl shouldn't have to spend no money when she's with you. You should be making so much money that it's not a problem.
All right, I know you like the last one. What do you think about the first 2?
The first 2, I disagree. A girl can hang out with any guy she wants because it's not the same way as she hangs out with the guy she's in a relationship with.
Do you think there's an element of truth to it though? Like, meaning, do you think your relationship is in trouble if your girlfriend just decides to go to Cancun with all her girlfriends for spring break without inviting you?
A little bit, but you need to understand it's a girls trip if there's no guys there. So it's just a girl.
Well, there's going to be other guys that they're going to meet. It's not like there's going to be no guys. If she goes to Cancun on spring break, it's going to be like 80% men. Like, the guys are going to come. You can rest assured of that. You know, it's not just going to be like, oh, we have a bubble, no men allowed.
Yeah, but that's up to the girl if she's going to be loyal. And she's going to hang out with her girlfriend. So why would she look at other guys?
Well, because shit happens, people get drunk, and sometimes shit happens in the moment. I mean, I think you have to look at the nuance. Like, if the girl invited you first and it's like to trip to go sightseeing and then you can't go and she wants to go with her friend, I think that's fine. Versus if she decides to go without even telling you or inviting you to some trip where there's going to be hundreds of other guys going to be trying to fuck her, that's a little bit of a different story. At the end of the day, you can't forbid an adult to do anything. But so the only thing you can do is basically draw a boundary and say, hey, this is unacceptable for me. So if you want to do this, you know, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be willing to walk away, right? That's the only way you could do that. So, like, for me, I would do that if, like, I would draw that boundary if it was something like really shady, like she didn't invite me. But if she was going like sightseeing with her girlfriend, I wouldn't really give a shit about that. With a male friend, like if it's an old friend or someone they work with or like a gay guy or something like that, I wouldn't really care. Versus if it's some guy that's trying to bang her and she's trying to keep us separate, like that would be a whole different story.
Yeah, that's true.
Nailed it. All right, guys. Hopefully you found this video valuable. If you want to see more of Clara, her Instagram is linked in the description below. Also, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit subscribe, and click that bell for notification.
Hit that bell. Hit that bell really hard.
Really hard. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.